Peace, what's good? How y'all doing? This is ZaZa Ali. Today is Wednesday, January the 29th. I pray that this message reaches you all in the best of health, spirit, and mind. You have to excuse my appearance. I'm fresh from the gym, literally still sweating. Hair is all over the place, but I just pulled up in my garage, and I just wanted to share a message with you guys real quick. Obviously, the energy is heavy, and the vibration is thick right now. And it's not all positive and it's not all love. You know what I'm saying? And I recognize that there are a lot of opposing energies or very contrary energies, mindsets, frequencies, vibrations, whatever you want to call it, that always try to capitalize on times or situations where people are united in one, space or condition. People just get off on and don't know how get off on being contrarians, meaning always bringing opposition, always starting an argument, always questioning the validity of people who are trying to do good, people who are trying to speak righteous, people who are trying to elevate the consciousness. And when Nipsey Hussle passed away, I unfollowed a lot of pages, conscious pages, healthy pages, black pages, a lot of different social media pages I unfollowed because I started to see that. I had seen it before, but, and now here again, I'm starting to see that again. But that's not the full purpose of this message. I wanted to ask you guys what are, and because this is my train of thought as I was driving, what are you focusing on? What are you paying attention to on a daily basis? When you drive in your car to work or to the grocery store or to the ATM or to the bank or to drop your children off at school or to basketball practice or cheerleading, as you are moving around throughout your day, when you're at work, when you're sitting at your cubicle or you're sitting in your office, when you're on the train on your way to work, all these different things that we do throughout our day, right? Most of us are operating on a probably, I would say 18 to 20 hour time frame where we are up, active, moving around, thinking, working, working out, whatever it is that you do in your daily life. Most of us have around an 18-hour time frame within our days that we are exuding physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual energy. Out of that 18-hour time frame, how much of your mental, spiritual, and emotional energy are you using towards the life that you actually want to create? How much of your thoughts are actually focused on giving yourself credit, giving yourself love, giving yourself validity and appreciation? And how much of that time do you actually think about who you are becoming and what you want to be in this life? The trick is, and I've learned this, and I talk about this in my life visioning group coaching sessions that I'm doing once a month now. The trick is to think from who you desire to become as if you already are that. And there's been a lot of spiritual teachers through the ages that have taught this. Some people talked about non-attachment, meaning you desire something, you can't be attached to having it. You have to be grateful, be present, be mindful wherever you are. The law of attraction, Neville Goddard, who I was listening to earlier when I was working out, also is, really big about speaking from it, thinking from it, living from it. You want to be an accomplished engineer, and you're in school right now, or you can't get in school because you don't have the money. Whatever the situation is, how much of your time on a daily basis can you spend on visualizing yourself being an engineer, going to different job sites, reviewing blueprints, going to Kinko's or Staples and actually having your blueprints drawn up and printed, going and, looking at the underground infrastructure, depending on what type of engineer you want to be. And this is just an example. If you desire to be a well-renowned hairstylist, how much of your time every day can you visualize yourself being in a salon, owning your own salon? What's it going to look like? What's it going to feel like? How are your clients going to feel when they walk into your environment? What is your color scheme going to be? How, what type of hairstyles do you want to specialize? Do you want to do natural hair? Do you want to do, more elaborate kind of styles? Do you want to work with celebrities, right? If you are, going to school to be a contractor, or you want to be a contractor, what type of houses do you want to work on? Do you want to do commercial, or do you want to do residential? How much time? I'm not even talking about the physical aspect. We have to remember, we are souls having a physical experience. And I know for a lot of people, you can't really grasp the depth of that. And I don't want to get too deep into that because it'll take me off of the trajectory of where I'm going. But we are so much more than our physical bodies, and our souls and the spiritual aspect of who we are, the unseen parts of who we are, the consciousness within you that is in alignment and attached to all things, your intuition, your imagination, your energy center, the source of everything that you are, that consciousness that was with you as soon as you became an actual entity in your mother's womb, as soon as the sperm and the egg met, and that energy and that consciousness that is with you even when you leave the physical realm. This is the greatest part of who you are. This is the most powerful part of who you are. And so many people are struggling, and I've been through this. I've literally walked myself through this process of denying the world. I can't do this anymore. My soul said no. My soul is saying no. I don't want to do this anymore. I've walked myself through that process. I've been a witness to my soul taking command of my life. And it's not an easy process because you have to learn how to find an equilibrium and a balance to let your soul lead you, but at the same time, do what you have to do in the physical realm. So if the greatest part of you is the unseen, it's a part of your mind, it's a part of your emotions, it's a part of your spiritual self. How do we tap into that energy? Because most of us are living way too hard. Most of us are working way too hard. Most of us are stressing way too hard. Most of us are living our lives in stress and debt and confusion. And this is why when we have tragedies like this, they destroy some people because they're hanging on by a thread. And all it takes is one thing, the wrong conversation with the wrong person, getting fired from a job that you already hate. So as souls, as spiritual beings, I want to ask you, and I'm being serious, very, very, very serious and focused with my intention and my energy right now. You see, I came on a video. My hair is wild. I look like, you know what I'm saying? I just got out the washing machine. I don't care. How much of your time and your energy and your attention every single day are you dedicated towards visualizing, feeling, realizing, actualizing, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually towards the life that you actually desire? Do you even know what you want your life to look like? Or are you so immersed in and spellbound by the reality of the physical world that you live in that you can't even imagine a life where you don't have to suffer? You can't even imagine a life where you have to struggle. You can't even imagine waking up and being excited and invigorated and enthusiastic about your day. Is that you? And if it is, then you are setting the prophecy and setting the tone directly or indirectly. Sometimes it's just by default. People don't think about their lives. People don't think about what they want. People don't think about how they want to feel, what type of legacy they want to leave. So I ask these questions in all sincerity because these are questions that I've constantly been pondering for myself for the last 5 years. And can you continue to live the life that you are living right now for the next 5 years or 10 years or the next 6 months? That's my question to you. And I'm going to be doing videos that when this comes up in my spirit, I'm going to be sharing it with you guys because it's just where I am right now. My accountability, my internal accountability, my responsibility, the role that I know I'm going to play, the mission that I know that I have. I just feel like the language and the conversation needs to be balanced out. We need more love, more compassion, more positive energy, more focus on good intention, more focus on positive energy. And I want to see you win. I want to see you thrive. The days of us suffering and struggling are over, and this is what's happening on a spiritual level. This is the war that is upon us right now. You want to keep suffering? You want to keep struggling? You want to keep working for a job that you hate? You want to stay in a relationship that is draining you?